What do Epic Games and EA share in common? Both share the letters E and A, and you can't spell diarrhea without both of those letters. Welcome to the very first episode I call in this new rant series, Hot Slop Topic, and we're going to be talking about... Wait, what was it again? Oh yeah, a shooter game with a toxic community.
Bro, you guys are so fucking pussies.
Okay, I'm sure 99% of you viewers know what Fortnite is. In fact, they were some of the first long-form videos I ever posted on my own channel. But if you guys somehow don't know, I'll give a brief explanation. Fortnite is a 2017 Battle Royale third-person shooter game released and developed by Epic Games in 2017. Originally, it started off as a zombie apocalypse game with its Save the World mode, but in September 2017, it released its Battle Royale free-to-play game mode, and it became an instant hit. Especially after its second Battle Royale season. Many, and I mean many, people were talking about this game, especially throughout 2018 and 2019, which many people say is the peak of Fortnite, especially after the likes of Chapter 2, 3, and 4 released, which in my opinion were the last great chapters of Fortnite as a whole. So when did the downfall begin? Well, many people say the reason Fortnite fell off is because of the insane amount of collaborations we get. And I actually kind of agree with that statement because every single new update, there has to be at least one collaboration leaked. In this current season alone, we have had the following collaborations: Disney and Pixar's Hoppers, Regular Show, Ed, Edd and Eddy, an insane South Park collaboration, not to mention a Kill Bill collaboration, as well as Pulp Fiction, Back to the Future, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, and many, many, many more. Not to mention, these following collabs also got leaked: Ben 10, Masters of the Universe, Kingdom Hearts, Sonic the Hedgehog, Toy Story, Minecraft, Game of Thrones, and soon many more to come. Other people say that the game fell off as soon as sweats took over. Skill-based matchmaking is pretty annoying, and sometimes you probably don't want to take the game too seriously. I mean, I don't take the game too seriously when I played, but to me, the downfall of Fortnite began when they started releasing a bunch of crappy, sloppy metaverse game modes that aren't related to Battle Royale at all. In December 2023, around the time of Chapter 5's launch, they released 3 game modes: Fortnite Festival, Rocket Racing, and Lego Fortnite, and I, myself, have played all 3. Rocket Racing is kind of basic and boring, Lego Fortnite is the only somewhat decent one, and Fortnite Festival is just a cheap dollar store version of Guitar Hero. I think before those metaverse games released, around Chapter 4, they released what they call UEFN, or what the leakers called it, Creative 2.0. It wasn't as big of an issue when it first launched, but now, there's a bunch of soulless, brain-rot AI slop games that no one asked for, that somehow get millions of suckers each day just because they see a brain-rot character on the thumbnail. You can tell that they were trying to make Fortnite the next Roblox, but the execution was not very good.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, I think it's time we finally dive into the video's overall subject and why I even made this video in the first place: V-Bucks. V-Bucks are the in-game currency of Fortnite that you can use to buy skins or battle passes with, as long as you spend your own hard-earned money. Now, originally before this video dropped, the prices weren't really too bad. You could get 1,000 for $9, you could get 2,800 for like 20 bucks, you can get 5,000 for almost 40, and you could get 13,500 for like 90 bucks. But now, it seems to me that I have to add another thing on the list of things that Epic Games and EA have in common, as they have just announced a few days ago that they're going to be raising prices on V-Bucks now. Now the prices are going to stay the same, but they're going to give you less for what you buy. The amount you get will be decreased as shown in this picture. Not only that, but Fortnite crew subscribers are going to get less V-Bucks for how long they're subscribed to it. And you're not getting back any profit after you buy the Battle Pass. It's like, after you finish it, you spend 800 V-Bucks, and then you only get 800 back. You don't get any profit from it whatsoever. So all I have to ask now is, who the fuck came up with that? Not only are you getting less for what you pay for, but you're also getting scammed by your own subscription service. That's just straight up brazen. That's just next level corporate greed right there. Epic Games is a company worth like $22.5 billion and is also partially owned by Disney. Fucking Disney. And yet, they are still ungrateful little pieces of absolute shit. And what really, really baffles me, and probably baffles everybody else too, is their excuse they came up with just so they can tell the players, hey, we're increasing the prices. They said it was because they needed to pay the bills. I am not joking. This isn't an early April Fool's joke. No. They actually said they were increasing the prices because they needed to pay the bills. Like, seriously, what the actual hell? Oh, and I think one of their developers just posted on Reddit what they had. I think the response to what it was. I'm pretty sure it's the only response to it. They just said the following.
There's been a lot about the V-Bucks trade changes, not just on that, but sharing your feelings about Fortnite as a whole, especially on this current season. Can't wait to show you next week's update.
And in simple terms, that just means we hear you, but we don't give two flying shits. In fact, be excited for our new upcoming season with the next collaboration with the biggest out of touch loser right now. In fact, I'd like to give up a proposal right now. I call it the Unholy Trinity. And I know the Unholy Trinity exists, but I might just make one for game companies now. EA is obviously front and center. They have a weird obsession with microtransactions and loot boxes whenever. Be sure. I don't know where else they were doing that. Genuinely haven't talked about EA in a long time. But then there's Ubisoft, because Ubisoft just fucking sucks. And then Epic Games recently for what they just did. So that's the Unholy Trinity. EA, Ubisoft, and Epic Games. To be honest, me and definitely a lot of other people are feeling really frustrated about this change. And it genuinely makes me feel very, very stupid for even having to waste my hard-earned money just to play as Spider-Man in a shooter game. And mind you, these items aren't even real. They're digital cosmetics, meaning if the game shuts down or if you get your account deleted on mistake or on purpose, there's no going back. You ain't getting refunded. There's no way back. That also applies to streaming. You never know if your favorite shows could leave that service for absolutely no reason. Best example is HBO Max and like 99% of their Cartoon Network library. It's why I collect physical media. I actually want to own anything I own instead of having a license for it and just having and them being able to revoke it whenever they feel like it or whenever my account gets deleted or something along the lines of that. Like, I just want to own everything I buy. Like, if I buy it with my own money, it's mine for a good reason. I paid for it with my own hard money. And so I just want to own everything I own without it having to be forcibly revoked for absolutely no reason. But that's besides the point. Anyways, I'd like to end the video off by asking all of you viewers to keep on boycotting all of Epic Games and Fortnite's social media pages until they cave in and reverse the changes. Because let's be real, nobody wants to pay more for less. Nobody wants that shit. Another way to boycott is by not wasting your money anymore on V-Bucks, quitting the game entirely, or even canceling your crew subscriptions. Anything will work to oppose this awful decision. This behavior is just next level brazen and corporate greed. Thanks for watching and sticking with me until the very end. I'll be sure to upload more frequently and have less giant hiatuses, but be sure to stay tuned for any random videos or memes I have in mind, or any more videos like this in this style. And be sure to give me more video ideas in the comments below, and I'll be adding it to my very long list. Be sure to like and subscribe in order to see any of those. Anyways, time for a random Instagram meme, and I'll see you guys later.
Zero build Fortnite is tearing this nation apart. Our kids can't crank 90s anymore. What's next? No apple pie.
Wrong. Zero build is making Fortnite great again. I know Fortnite. I've got the best Fortnite.
Back in my day, we built our towers and we liked it. Zero build is turning our kids into a bunch of Asmon Gold watching betas.
Please. Simpy Joe probably thinks a chug jug is something you get at the ice cream parlor. Zero build levels the playing field. It's beautiful. Even Barron says it's poggers.
If elected, I'll introduce the Tilted Towers training program. Ramp rushes replace reading, writing, and arithmetic. Build back better.
This is literally 1984 in Tilted Towers.